Stone is supposed to be permanent. It is cold, hard, and lifeless. We carve statues to freeze a moment in time, to keep a memory still forever. But what if the stone refuses to stay still? Deep in the heart of Indiana, in an old, quiet graveyard known as St. Joseph Cemetery, there is a monument that defies the laws of nature. Locals swear that if you stare at it long enough, it stares back. Cemeteries are naturally places of unease. They are the borderlands between our world and the next. But St. Joseph's feels different. The air here is heavier. The silence is thicker. It is not just a place of rest, it feels like a place of waiting. Among the hundreds of markers, one specific grave attracts the brave and the foolish. It is an ornate tomb, guarded by a stone figure that has watched over the grounds for nearly a century. The legend of the Devil's Grave didn't start on the internet. It started in whispers between neighbors and dares between teenagers in the 1950s. The story is simple but terrifying. They say the statue atop the grave is not just a carving. They say it is a vessel. Rumor has it that on certain nights, specifically when the moon is full or on Halloween, the statue changes its position. It starts subtly. You might walk past it on your way in, and the statue is facing the road. But when you turn to leave, glancing over your shoulder in fear, you realize it is now facing you. It hasn't crumbled, it hasn't fallen. It has turned. Some witnesses claim to have seen the hands, originally clasped in prayer, slowly separating. Others swear the facial expression shifts from peaceful serenity to a twisted, angry scowl. Why does it move? The folklore varies. Some say the person buried beneath was a soldier who died with unfinished business, forever patrolling his final post. Others whisper a darker tale, that the deceased practiced dark arts, and the statue is a trap for souls. There is a local warning: never touch the statue. Those who have dared to climb it or mock it reportedly suffer from a streak of terrible bad luck, car accidents, sudden illnesses, or fires in their homes. You might dismiss this as pareidolia, the mind playing tricks in the shadows. But the reports are consistent. Police officers patrolling the area have reported seeing shadows move where no person was standing. Midnight visitors describe a feeling of intense, suffocating dread, as if gravity increases the closer you get to the tomb. It is the primal sensation of being hunted by an apex predator, but the predator is made of granite. Skeptics argue it's an optical illusion caused by the shifting moonlight and the swaying trees. They say the moss growing on the face creates different shadows depending on the angle of the light. But that explanation doesn't account for the physical displacement reported by groundskeepers who swear they have found the statue facing a different cardinal direction in the morning than it was in the evening. Despite the fear, or perhaps because of it, the grave has become a site of dark pilgrimage. Teens challenge each other to sit on the tomb at midnight. They leave coins or strange offerings. But many leave running, claiming to hear the sound of stone grinding on stone, the sound of a head turning when it shouldn't be able to move. Whether it is a trick of the light, a demonic possession, or just a story we tell ourselves to feel alive, the mystery of St. Joseph's remains. It reminds us that we want the dead to stay dead, but deep down, we are terrified that they might not be as restful as we hope. Would you dare to turn your back on this statue? Tell us your theory in the comments. And remember, when you stare into the dark, sometimes the dark stares back. Subscribe to the Dark Archive. We are watching.